Hi everybody, this is Jamerica. So I want to talk to you about my exciting news. I just ate my first asparagus and you'll see that in a second. And it came from this pack of seeds, which produced these plants. I'm gonna repot these soon. I still got a couple coming up, that's why they're there. But let's go outside and see how they taste. Guess what? Remember those asparagus I planted from seed last year? Well, they developed asparagus. Let me go wash this off and see what we're working with. There's one more there. I planted some more asparagus, and because this is so good, I'm gonna plant some more. I love you. I love you more than cooked food. Well, you kind of like cooked food. This is asparagus, Mary Washington, and I planted these last year, same seeds, and this is what they look like when they first come up. I still have a few that are just sprouting, so I'm gonna put it back under the grow light. And I put them back under the grow light because I need to transplant them. Then after they get rooted, harden them off, and then take them outside and put them in containers and maybe in the ground. Let's see what happened with the ones outside. So over here is the asparagus I planted in the ground last year. And if asparagus can survive Texas droughts, look at that down there, right here. I put these here so he wouldn't accidentally mow them down. But if it can survive Texas droughts, there's another one right there. They're in between the figs. They are tough plants. Definitely a tough plant. See that? They look like a little fern. See them? Here's a taller one. These are all planted last year from those little seedlings. When they got big enough, I put some of them in between the figs. The figs didn't make it, but the asparagus did. See that? Let's go and see the ones in the pot. Ones that are still potted up. They're larger because I pay more attention to these and I watered them on a regular basis because I was afraid they were going to pass away because they're in pots. But here they are. They're coming up. Asparagus is coming out of the pot. Let me pull this out so you can see it. Some of them, I think these are females. The females produce seeds, and some people say you should get rid of them, but I'm just gonna leave them there. Here are some more. There's an asparagus, there's one. And you know, I think some of them were dying, but then you see this die, right? You see this plant dying. Then you look down here and you see an asparagus coming up. So they come up from the roots. There's another one. And another one. Life. So we just went outside and we looked at some asparagus and we tasted some asparagus, and it came from this seed packet right here. And because it was so delicious and I don't want to buy it anymore, that was the best asparagus I've ever had, ever. And I have plenty of seeds in here. I'm only planting a handful, so I'm gonna plant a few more. Not all of them. That's too many for this pot. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it in a dry spot. And what I do is I use a little cup like this. I've already wet the soil. You see it dripping, right? And I spread my asparagus seeds out as much as I can. Kind of hard to see, but they're not small seeds. Look at that. I'll put one in my hand so you'll see the size of one seed. They don't want to cooperate. That's one seed right there. So they're bigger than a tomato seed or a pepper seed. They're about the same size as an okra seed if you've seen one of those. And you probably have, even if you've cooked one. If you cooked an okra, you saw an okra seed. They're as big as that. So I'm gonna cover this over and I'm gonna put 2 more on this side. There's one there, one there. I'm just gonna make sure that I cover it with soil and basically keep it wet. Now, it takes a little while for these things to germinate, so don't give up. I mean, it's like a pepper seed, 2 to 3 weeks. You won't see anything for 2 to 3 weeks. And you'll think, those seeds are no good, like I did. And then you'll start seeing this. I did the exact same thing with this one. And there's their baby asparagus. They're still coming up one by one. So I'm not pulling it out until they all come out. And they're all big enough to transplant. Because those are very precious. Jamaica, don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't do. At least try. Asparagus is something I love. Love, love. And I don't want to pay for it anymore. So I decided to try it. And guess what? Out here in Texas, I'm in zone 9A, Austin area, South Central Texas. Central Texas. I'm not going to say South. Central Texas. And asparagus is a trooper down here. I don't know how it is up north, but I know in Central Texas, on the clay side, it does very well. This is Jamaica with Jamaica Life. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Mama's little baby loves rabbits, rabbits. Mama's little baby loves rabbits too. There we go. There you are, sweetie pie.